Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. My name is Rebecca RAVENBIRD, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you some dressage that I was doing with my club, the Emerald Hunters. So before we get started on the video, I do want to put out some information that may clarify what you see in the video later on. So we were working on two concepts today, which were legal dies and assume left, and assume left is a concept that I made up for my club. And if you're a dressage instructor, you know how important gaps are, but for the purpose of learning legal dies and assume left, I'm not focused on gaps as much because I want them to understand the directions that they're supposed to be going when they're on a die or when they're going at the wall. That's not to say that I don't know about gaps or that my club doesn't know about gaps. They understand gaps and they can do it. It's just that for the purpose of teaching these concepts to the beginners that were in the club practice today, I wanted to not overload them so much with having to focus on gaps and understanding the directions. And the intermediate students who were in the practice today really helped with that. So like I said, I wanted to really focus as much as I could on those concepts. And of course, in our next practice, we'll definitely combine the two with gaps and legal dies and assume left. Another thing I do want to point out is, yes, I am typing out a lot of what I say because this wasn't like a live stream or anything, and we're not using Discord, so they needed to, have that information typed out in the chat. And so the reason why I'm narrating it is because, they'll see it in the chat, but when they see it in the video, they'll also be able to hear it. So I think that will really help them a lot later on. Another thing to mention is that, yes, this is somewhat educational, but it's not officially a tutorial. It's mostly for Emerald Hunters to kind of look back on and understand the concepts as reference. But like I said, this is not an official tutorial, so if you don't learn anything from this video, it's okay, but hopefully you kind of learn a few things about how I run dressage practices with my club. And like I said, this is going to be a long video. You're going to hear me and see me typing and narrating a lot of what I say. And because the practice was 40 minutes long, it's going to be a long video to edit, so I have a lot of things cut out because people were going AFK, or it's just the fact that they're traveling along the wall and you don't really need to see that. I hope I said everything I need to say to clarify some things in the video, so without further ado, let's get into it. So, we're starting off with our count off here. And counting off is basically finding out our odds and evens. So, there we go, Corn's got it. Got it. Wow, that was pretty fast. Alright, very good. And finally... Come on, Angel, you can do it. Yes! Alright. Ah, that was awesome. Alright, so today what we are working on is legal dies, which I know some of our members do not know that yet, so I'm going to be working on that. So here's basically what I do. I do trot, set, left, go. I don't say pre. Very good timing with Corin there. Awesome! We have everybody going. And I'm gonna remind them of their gaps really quickly, which actually looked not that bad, but of course, there is a bit of spacing here. So, remember gaps. Curl set, go. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so as you can see, I think this is Moon, who's on the white Andalusian. She was adjusting her gaps while I was giving the command, and that's why she was late. While we're doing this, wave set, go. Okay, it looks like the directions were correct, but people were late, so... Okay, at this point, I'm not going to tell Corin which way to go. She's just going to assume left. Let's see if she does that. Perfect. Okay, so if I don't say which way to go, or if I forget or I say it too late, you should go left at wall. Remember timing, go on go. Wave set again, wave set, go. Oh, that was much better. Yes, yes, yes. So now we're going to see if Corin assumes left again. And now we're going to put her on the die. Die corner. Okay, so she went right this time. But we're going to get to that. We're just kind of warming up right now. So this time I'm going to do, I think everybody knows this move. Fate, left set. fade left set, and go. Holy cow. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, Angel on the Carmelo is a tad bit late, and so was Rav there. So Corn should know which way to go automatically, because we're gonna work on this. I think everybody knows B curl. Ooh, she's lagging hard, she's lagging hard. Okay, B curl right. B curl right. Go. Okay, timing was on Rev. She did the move correctly, but her timing was off. I'm gonna have them halt. Halt set. Let's see if they remember this. And go. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful part 2. A little far forward, but that's alright. So legal dies are basically you have to do a Z formation across the arena. Sorry, this is gonna be a weird video. So basically one way to kind of figure that out is if I'm gonna turn right onto this die. Here, I'm gonna show you. Turn right on this die. Okay, so I turned right onto this die to make it so that it's a Z shape across the arena. So here's one part of the Z, here's the angle part of the Z. We're gonna turn left at the wall. So basically what you're doing is you're turning in opposite directions. The way that you know that you've done a legal die correctly is if you end up on the opposite wall that you first started on. So if we were over here at A, we need to make sure that we turn so that we end up at C, basically on the C wall. All right, so we're turning left right now. So now that we've turned left, we go right at the wall. We always turn in opposite directions. Okay, so we've gotten to this wall and we turn right. I'm going to show you an illegal die. Die at corner right. Okay. So our right shoulder is in towards the center of the arena. If I were to turn right at this wall, it would lead me back eventually to the A wall. And we don't want that. If we do an illegal die, it basically makes a triangle shape and leads us back to the original wall that we started. So that's what we don't want. That's, you know, that's not a good thing. Think about which shoulder is facing the inside. I've had a little bit of trouble in the past where I'm like, oh, keep going, and they follow me. So if I ever say keep going, don't follow me, stay on the wall. Another thing with legal dies is that they're called automatic moves, which means that if I call a die, I'm not going to call which way you go at wall. We're going to work on assume left, which I kind of mentioned earlier. If I don't tell you which way to go at wall, or if I'm late in telling you, then go left. I do this exercise on legal dies where basically I say, okay, you're going to be going on a die and I'm going to tell you which way to go. Normally I'm not supposed to, but I'm going to tell you which way to go. I could tell you either to go left or to the right. And if let's say we're going to turn left on this die and I tell you to go left at wall, that would be incorrect. So you would deliberately disobey my command and go right. Now if I say go right at wall, then you would just do it. I have a similar exercise with assume left. Basically I'll either tell you or not tell you which way to go at wall, or I'll tell you late. Yeah, so you would assume right if, let's say, we're in a comb and you're the line leader and we combed left, because the line, it can't change orders, basically. The line order can't change after a comb. So you would have to go right at wall. Even at that point, it's not even like assume right or left. It's just you have to do it. I might change the line order, actually, now that I think of it, because each of them needs experience doing it. because Corn's been leading the whole time. And there's a couple reasons why we say left anyways. It's because if you're odd, you're going left anyways. So it's natural for odds to go left. It's gonna lead us because she remembers. Watch carefully. This line, our left shoulder is going towards the inside, so she has to turn left right here. Perfect. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell her to go right at wall. She has to figure out if my command is correct, because remember, with legal dies you have to go the opposite direction that you turned when you entered the die. So she has to figure out if I'm right or wrong. If I'm correct, if I said right at wall and that's correct, she's gonna follow the command and she's gonna do it. Let's see if she does it. Perfect. So that's correct. Die at corner again. So now this time our right shoulder is on the inside. Okay, so we're going to turn right on this die. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell her to go right at wall. And she has to figure out if the command is correct or incorrect. If my command is incorrect and it turns her, it makes it so that it's an illegal die, she has to purposefully disobey me. Right at wall. She has to purposefully disobey me to make it a legal die. She should go left. Perfect. I already knew she was going to do it. And this time I'm going to tell her the correct... Actually, I'm not going to even say anything. Because, like I said, this is an automatic move. I don't have to say anything for you to do it correctly. So we're not going to say anything. And see what happens. So she turned right, that means she goes left. So the assume left exercise is pretty much the same thing. If I tell you when you're too close to the wall and you don't know which way to go because I didn't say the command right away, go left. And here's the thing, I should mention, oh my gosh, gaps. You cannot assume left on a legal die. Unless you turned right onto the die, then you would have to go left anyways. But, like I said, you can't assume left on a die. Okay, right at wall, because I told you in good timing. Okay, so she should obey that command. Great. Let me come down here really quickly. If you're like right here, and you're like about to hit the wall, and I say go right, you have to disobey me and go left. Okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell her too late. Good. Cut at mid. And this time I'm gonna tell her to go left at wall in good timing. So she's gonna obey that command. Left at wall. You know, it's the same kind of thing with die at corner. If I tell you too late, just die at the next available corner. Like, if she was right there and I told her to die, it would be too late. She has to go to this next one. These exercises are a little bit on the boring side, but they're really fundamental. Like, these are really essential because what happens is it saves me time commanding things. Right, if I just tell you to die at corner and then you do it automatically, it gives me time to type other commands. And it also gives me time to assess and see what's going on. Like, let's say there's gap issues, then it gives me time to say gaps and stuff like that. Okay, Diamond Wolves Division, hello. You remind me of Sea Vikings a little bit. Royal Kings Generations over here. Let's have Ocean Friends, what the heck. Emerald Hunters over here. Wow, great turnouts from all of these clubs. That's awesome. Hi, Royal Kings Generation. What the heck are you doing? I curl right set. I curl right. Go. Doop. All of y'all went the wrong way. But, okay. You did the move correctly. It is a walk curl, trot curl. Just remember which way I say to go. What do we do next? We did B curl, I curl. We could do... let's do bear. Bear set. Bear set. I don't know if Rav knows this, but go. Let's see what happens. Oh, it was almost perfect. Okay, the timing was really good. It's just that Angel did that extra loop back there. So that is going to be it for today's video. I know in the beginning I said that this isn't the most structured tutorial out there. This is just more of a showcase of sort of my teaching style and the club turnout for today's practice. I do have actual dressage tutorials that are coming out both for the Emerald Hunters and for the general Star Stable Dressage public community, so please be sure to be on the lookout for those. But if you learned something new in today's video, please be sure to leave a comment down below. And if you are new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss more videos like this. With that being said, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!